Now some cautious base coaching by Andy Gonzalez might have cost the Rockies in the bottom of the 8th. Now it's a 2-2 game in the 9th, and starting Marte leads off against the rookie closer Zach Agnos, who gets his first cutter over for a strike, 0-1.
There's Agnos's numbers. Got the nice mustache.
Couldn't get Marte to chase, and it's 1-1.
Little beeswax. Get that thing to curl.
That's after 2, 3, and 4 hitters up. Marte, Soto, and Alonso in the 9th. And Marte swings and misses at a sweeper, and it's 1-2. Well, each team has had an inning in which they've loaded the bases with nobody out and have not scored. Jake Bird got out of one for the Rockies. Ryan Stanek for the Mets. And Marte chases the sweeper for strike 3. Out of the top of the 9th.
Well, yes, sir. That's an emotional inning right there.
We got a little lucky, and he thanks Beatty for getting him that double play.
No fooling.
So now Soto has been on base 3 times tonight, 2 singles and a walk. Facing the rookie right-hander Agnos, and he fouls back a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Soto had a first pitch base hit back in the first inning. Edwin Diaz is up in the Mets bullpen, hoping for a save chance in the bottom of the 9th. And Soto with a half swing on a cutter from Agnos, and it's 0-2.
He's mad at himself there with that half swing.
Pete Alonso, who has the big hit tonight for the Mets, waits on deck. Soto will lay off the splitter. 1-2. Juan Soto with 11 home runs on the year. 1-2 coming. And that splitter stays outside. It's 2-2. Agnos, the 6th Colorado pitcher of the night. They began with an opener tonight. It worked well for them. Soto lines one into left center for a base hit. Doyle gets over to cut it off. Soto takes a turn and holds with a 1-out single. 3rd hit of the night for Juan Soto, on base for the 4th time. And that'll bring up Alonso.
The beast. Soto starting to go up the middle more. And he's leveled off his swing too.
Doyle did well to cut that ball off and prevent the double. So now Alonso, who had a 2-run double to left center in the 7th for the 2-man runs. And he takes first pitch sweeper outside for ball 1.
And Agnos better pay attention to Soto. 7 stolen bases. He has not been thrown out yet.
Pete with the 2 RBIs tonight, has 14 of them in his last 6 games. Looking to add to it here in the 9th. And Pete takes a rip at a fastball. 1-1.
There's that fastball in, Gare.
The 24-year-old Zach Agnos out of East Carolina, doing some heavy leverage lifting. And he misses inside with the fastball. 2 balls and a strike. Jeff McNeil, the on-deck batter. Each team with 2 runs and 9 hits. We're in the 9th. This is Juan Soto's first 3-hit game as a Met. And a slider in for a strike.
Staying in on Pete this at bat. I think they learned their lesson.
Can you believe it took 64 games for Juan Soto to have a 3-hit game?
Unbelievable.
It is.
Many more to come.
2-2 coming. And Alonso lays off the sweeper, and now it's 3-2.
Now, if he doesn't come back in, he's out of his mind.
Soto at first, 1 out, 3-2 to Alonso.
Catcher setting up in.
Not running, and Alonso takes ball 4, and that pushes the go-ahead run to second base. So Alonso's on base for the 3rd straight time. And now McNeil will come up with 2 men on.
This has been one heck of a ball game. I mean, we're not used to seeing a 2-2 game.
Francisco Lindor has a helmet on. Tyrone Taylor is due up after McNeil. And it could well be that Lindor would be used in Taylor's spot. Meanwhile, the visit from the pitching coach, Darryl Scott.
I like the mustache.
Agnos struck out Marte to start the inning, but Soto with an opposite field hit. Alonso walked on a 3-2 pitch. And now McNeil with another opportunity. He popped up with a runner in scoring position in the 7th. He popped up with 2 aboard in the 3rd. It has been a rough year for Jeff with runners in scoring position, but he's been on base twice tonight with a single and a walk, and looking to pick up Soto with the lead run from second with 1 out. Neal so often in these spots has gone after the first pitch. And he lays off that time and took the pitch inside for ball 1. First pitch cutter from Agnos. All these mid hitters seeing Agnos for the first time.
Playing second baseman, playing the pole. There's no way that he can get to second base to get the lead. We get Alonso on a double play.
Fly ball right center field. Doyle moves over in the gap. Soto runs back to tag, and now he's going to go to third. And he arrives there safely with 2 out. Soto initially went halfway, then raced back at the last moment to tag up.
He did the right way, the right thing. Good base running.
And now Lindor will pinch hit for Taylor. Francisco sat out yesterday with a broken toe, out of the lineup again today, but did some running, did some cage work, said he might be ready to go for later in the game, and here he is. Lindor has had 10 pinch hit plate appearances in his entire career. 2 for 7 with a walk, a hit by pitch, and a sacrifice fly in those 10 plate appearances.
Well, it's one heck of a ball game.
Soto is the go-ahead run at third. Alonso at first with 2 out, and Lindor pinch hitting for Taylor. Agnos throws a split, so Soto has to be on his toes on a potential wild pitch. And he throws a first pitch cutter for a strike to Lindor, and 0-1.
Oh, there's the protection right there. With that right foot is where the break is, the toe.
36 RBIs on the year for Francisco. And he drives one down the right field line. That's a base hit going to the wall. Soto is in. Alonso digging for third. He's going to be waved around. The relay throw to the plate by Estrada. He slides and he's safe.
Oh, wow.
Lindor drives in a pair with a pinch hit double, and the Mets go up 4-2 in the 9th. Broken toe and all, Francisco Lindor with the big blow to put the Mets back in front.
Wow, yes, sir. You applaud that. Wow. What came back inside on Lindor. Fastball turns. That's clutch.
The Rockies are going to challenge the play at the plate on Alonso. So the Mets will get at least 1 run out of this, and we'll see whether they get the second.
No, the umpire, Conroy, is right there where he should be, or should, oh boy.
Ball certainly got there in time, but Alonso moved that left hand out of the way, and I don't know if Goodman got a tag on him or not. See, he does the okey-doke with the left hand. He got the right hand in.
He got in.
He's safe.
He got in.
That's a good call by Conroy, and a great okey-doke by Alonso to move that left hand out of the way.
And did you notice Soto telling Pete to slide?
Lindor comes out for a pinch runner. Luis Angel Acuna will run for him at second. Still waiting for the official decision on the play at the plate. But what a moment for Francisco Lindor, who does not miss games very often. Sitting out of the lineup for the second straight day with a broken pinky toe. And he comes through with a run-scoring double, perhaps a 2-run double, to get the Mets the lead in the ninth.
Well, overhead will let you know. I think Pete got in.
Well, he was called safe on the field. I don't know if there's any evidence to overturn it.
You know, when you have winning seasons, Gare, your veterans, the guys that you look up to, they get the big hits.
Well, they've been the Mets MVPs, Lindor and Alonso. Brian Stanek giving him a hug. Stanek's now pitcher of record on the long side.
Heck of a slide by Pete. I'll say that.
After review, the call on the field stands. The runner is safe.
So it's a 2-run double for Lindor, and the Mets have a 4-2 lead in the ninth.
What a ball game.
Single by Soto, walk to Alonso, and then the 2-out pinch hit 2-run double by Lindor to give the Mets a 2-run lead in the ninth.
Wow, wow, wow.
What a game for Alonso.
And those are inspiring wins. If the Mets hang on here, these are inspiring wins.
I mean, Alonso not only had the 2-run double in the seventh and the slide here in the ninth, he also made 2 tremendous defensive plays, a diving stop of a ground ball, and then the throw to the plate on the run to throw out Ritter after he had tripled. So he's been front and center all day. Lindor has his shining moment in the ninth, and now Beatty tries to add to it, and he takes up and away for ball 1.
You know, Pete's very emotional.
Who does that remind you of? That reminds you of David Wright in Washington.
Yes, yes.
Back in 2015. No to Beatty.
Hey, you're on the road. You lost a game, the final game the night before or day before. In a game you kick yourself in the butt. You should not have lost, and this is great to come back.
You know, the last time I remember Lindor pinch hitting was last year after his daughter was born. Remember, he was late to the game because he didn't start, and he came off the bench and a 2-run double against the Cubs. That was early last season, and now he comes through again, this time coming off an injury. Call strike, 3-1.
Well, here comes Pete. Pete's chugging.
Mike Saba with the aggressive send. Estrada's throw is a good one, and Alonso scored anyway. Beatty swings and misses on the splitter, and it's 3-2. Well, Edwin Diaz has a little cushion now. 2-run lead as he gets ready for the bottom of the ninth. Yep.
I got to tell you, I've always been not an advocate of head first sliding, but in that case, if Pete had gone feet first, he'd have been out.
That came up and hit Beatty in the helmet. Speaking of which, we want to send our best wishes out to Jet Williams, Mets prospect playing for Binghamton, who got hit in the helmet by a pitch tonight and had to come out of the game. We certainly hope that Jet is okay. 3-2 to Beatty. Alvarez would be next. And Beatty goes down swinging to end the inning. But Francisco Lindor's 2-run pinch hit double gives the Mets the lead in the ninth, and now Diaz will try and nail it down.